Some sharks can go over a year without eating a single meal and still survive completely fine. Here are 8 sharks with the most extreme fasting abilities in the entire ocean. The great white shark can survive for 2 to 3 months without eating, thanks to its massive liver, which can make up nearly a quarter of its total body weight. That liver acts as a fat reserve, slowly releasing energy when prey is scarce. Researchers studying great whites near Isla Guadalupe in Mexico found that the sharks actually regulate their stomach acid levels based on food availability, producing less acid during long stretches without a meal to conserve energy even further. Great whites are also known to go through feast and famine cycles in the wild, gorging on a single large seal or whale carcass, and then coasting on that one meal for weeks at a time, rather than hunting continuously like smaller predators. The whale shark, the largest fish in the ocean, can fast for 4 months or more, according to a study published in the journal Ecological Monographs. Researchers analyzed blood and tissue samples from over a dozen whale sharks and found that despite weighing up to 50,000 pounds, these filter feeders often go without food during long migrations across open ocean, since there simply isn't always plankton worth stopping for along the way. The same research revealed something unexpected. Whale sharks aren't purely carnivorous filter feeders like once believed, but also consume algae, suggesting a partly omnivorous diet that may help explain how they sustain such massive body size on inconsistent feeding patterns. The Greenland shark has the lowest metabolic rate of any vertebrate on the planet, allowing it to survive for weeks or even months between meals. This extremely slow metabolism is also linked to its incredible lifespan, with scientific estimates suggesting some individuals may live for over 400 years, making it the longest living vertebrate known to science. Living in some of the coldest, darkest waters of the Arctic and North Atlantic, the Greenland shark moves so slowly, often less than 1 mile per hour, that researchers believe its energy-conserving lifestyle and its fasting ability evolved together as part of the same survival strategy. The tiger shark is known for its almost limitless appetite, sometimes called the garbage can of the sea, because of the bizarre items found in its stomach over the years. But despite that reputation, it can still go several weeks without eating, storing fat in its large liver that slowly converts into energy whenever a meal isn't readily available. Tiger sharks are also opportunistic, meaning they can switch between hunting actively and essentially conserving energy depending on how much food is available in their territory at any given time, making them flexible enough to handle both feast and fasting periods. The Swell Shark holds the official fasting record among all known sharks. According to NOAA Fisheries, one Swell Shark went 15 months without eating a single meal and survived. This small, slow-moving species spends most of its time resting motionless on the ocean floor, which dramatically reduces how much energy it needs to stay alive. Swell sharks are named for their unusual defense mechanism, gulping water or air to inflate their bodies and wedge themselves into rocky crevices when threatened, a behavior that also fits their overall lifestyle of staying still and conserving as much energy as possible. The nurse shark has a noticeably slower metabolism than fast-swimming predators like the great white, which lets it go long periods without actively hunting. Instead of chasing prey through open water, nurse sharks spend much of their time resting in caves or under ledges, conserving energy until they're ready to feed again. Unlike most sharks, nurse sharks are also capable of pumping water over their gills while completely motionless, meaning they don't even need to keep swimming to breathe, which allows them to stay still for extended periods without burning unnecessary energy. The sleeper shark, a close relative of the Greenland shark, shares that same extremely slow metabolism, allowing it to survive weeks to months without food. Living in deep, cold waters where prey can be scarce and unpredictable, this slow-burning energy strategy isn't just useful, it's essential for survival in one of the harshest environments in the ocean. Sleeper sharks are also known for being scavengers as much as hunters, often feeding on whatever sinks to the deep sea floor, which means their feeding schedule depends heavily on unpredictable opportunities rather than regular hunting. The basking shark, the second largest fish in the ocean after the whale shark, is a filter feeder that depends entirely on dense patches of plankton to feed. For decades, scientists believed basking sharks hibernated in deep water during winter, since they disappear from coastal surface waters and even shed their gill rakers, the structures used to filter plankton from the water. Research led by the Marine Biological Association in Plymouth later disproved the hibernation theory, instead showing that basking sharks have far lower energy requirements than previously thought, allowing them to survive extended periods with little to no feeding, simply by slowing down rather than shutting down entirely. 8 sharks, 8 completely different survival strategies, all built around the same evolutionary skill, doing more with less. If you want to see which sharks migrate over 1,000 miles every single year, that video is linked right here.